New Leaf Builders was just voted the best builder in all of Charleston, and I am super excited to be bringing you an exclusive tour of their one-of-a-kind neighborhood here on Johns Island, Hayes Park. All right, so I am here with my friend Graham. I've known Graham for a few years now. He is a new construction specialist who was brought on by New Leaf specifically for this neighborhood. So I figured if I'm going to talk about this neighborhood, we're going to have him on here to talk about it with us. So thanks for joining us, Graham.
Yeah, absolutely, Bill. Thank you.
Like, what made you so excited about coming over here to Hayes Park? Like, what makes it different, something we've never seen in Charleston?
Yeah, so this is on Johns Island. This is Maybank Highway, and the biggest difference between Hayes Park and every real, community that is out there as far as new construction goes is this is mixed use. And mixed use means it is a mix of commercial and residential in the same property. So it's a walkable community from, as far as the residences are built, co-located with the commercial. We call this the village marketplace here.
How much of it is commercial and how much is residential?
The commercial is really up at the front of the community. It's 12 retail buildings here, and there's going to be different businesses, restaurants. There's a wine bar and bistro. There's a butcher shop that's going to come. There's different service kind of oriented businesses. There's even a clothing boutique I'm hearing about. So it's going to be this really active village marketplace. It kind of sits at the front of the community, and then the residences, 56 total townhomes, are going to be at the back of the community. And
then they're projecting the commercial to, you can see it's already started. They haven't broken ground yet on the homes. When are the commercials projected to be open? I think they said fall, you were telling me?
Actually, it's a little sooner than that for one of the businesses. The wine bar and bistro is actually going to be, they're planning to be open and in operation, by the end of May.
Wow.
The other businesses haven't really started to upfit yet, so I think those would be, more of a fall time frame for sure. Yeah.
All right. So as we're walking here now, we're going back into the residential area, and as you can see, there are 4 loops that the houses are going to be around. So let's talk a little bit about the homes, the style of them, and what makes those unique and how they're laid out. Because again, this is something we've never seen here in Charleston.
Yeah, this is basically a cul-de-sac of townhomes. Something that is completely innovative. I don't know if it's ever been done in Charleston. It is what we call a common entry square for 9 townhomes that are going to be situated and oriented around this square.
9 per circle, and then
That's
more
right.
Traditional townhomes on the other side, a row of those on that side.
Exactly. And the cool thing about this configuration that New Leaf has figured out is that if you do it instead of in a row form, like your traditional quadplex, duplex, and row house type of development, you can actually get more width and you can get more variety and variability in the floor plan itself.
Okay.
As you go around the square. So the home that's at the 12 o'clock position looks nothing like and is nothing like the same size as the home that's at the 3 o'clock position, or even the 9 o'clock position. So what happens is you get a really good variety of both square footage, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and how the space is configured, inside the home itself.
So what
really
is
neat.
the square footage, bedroom and bathroom on average for them?
Yeah, so we start at 1,400 square feet. We have 1 unit. It's called the Chardonnay. It's 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms.
Goes right with the wine bar that's opening.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then actually the Beaujolais, another wine. They're all wines.
All
so The Beaujolais is actually the largest floor plan of all the homes that we have in Hayes Park, and it's 2,400 square feet.
Okay.
And it's 4 bedrooms, could be 5 bedrooms, and it's 2.5 baths, but could be 3, almost 4 baths. So.
And now these are, because they're townhomes, they're not built to suit. You're going to just start building, but they're, correct me if I'm wrong on the name of it, it's the Design Your Nest. Is that correct?
Very close.
Okay.
Style your nest.
Style your nest. Okay.
That's good, Bill. That's really good.
I did my research. So basically, they're going to be starting to be built, and if you go under contract early enough, you get to select your finishes. Like, we're not structural or anything like that, like you typically would with a single-family home, but you would still get to personalize it so that they don't all look the same on the inside. And it's a little different, correct?
That's exactly right. So we will go a step further if we get in early enough, even before that.
Okay.
We will do some structural differences. We will personalize based on structural options that we have already kind of laid out and engineered, pre-engineered and predetermined, pre-designed. But yeah, so New Leaf will open up its book of options. You know,
and you'll be right over here too, right?
We will.
The Design Center is going to be one of the businesses.
Right. That is right. Yeah, New Leaf's Design Center will move about 30 seconds from where it is right now, located on Maybank Highway, to this great, you know, just beautiful Hayes Park Village Marketplace. And so, so we'll open up our full book of options to every buyer, and they'll be able to personalize based on what we offer. Yeah, yeah. And then we do have a concept, you know, of that Style Your Nest also incorporates custom options. We have in our contract, we actually allow for a number of, you know, a predetermined number of custom options for every buyer.
Okay.
Which I gotta say, I don't know if many builders are doing that.
Once ground breaks, what's the estimated time for all of that?
Yeah.
I know I've been following this project for quite some time, and then
something
happened in the world, kind of everything shut down, and I know you guys took a pause on that. Yeah. You guys took a pause on this for a little bit.
Right.
And then went all in.
Yeah.
Within the past, I think like 7 months.
That's right.
To just get it to where it is now.
Yeah, yeah. So we have gotten our plat approved at this point. We're still waiting for, you know, the plat to be recorded. So once we get that, we'll be able to get building permits. But from building permit to completion of the first homes, we'd be looking at about 7 months or so.
Okay.
And then from first building permit to the completion of the entire community, we're going to roll all the way through. So once we start, we're not going to stop until we get really our last building out of the ground. So we'd be looking at about 24 months or so on completion. And again, it's 56 total townhomes. So, you know, we're going to break that up into phases so it's more easily manageable.
Yep. And you have started selling already.
We have.
In here, correct?
I am doing pre-sales now. We have actually sold half of the first phase, and I've got a few more homes that are different floor plans. I've got again a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I've got a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and actually some of those have the primary suite on the first floor, and some of those have primary suite on the second floor. So yeah, a good variety of what I still have remaining.
I think the last piece of information, everyone's watching this, they want to know.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to live here?
Yep. So again, that 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,300, 78 square foot home will start at $489. So that is our base price. Currently, we are, because we still haven't recorded our plat, we're in the kind of a pre-sale phase. So if you hurry, the lot premiums are actually being waived.
Okay.
So we're doing it that way, and then once we get our plat approved and we start construction, we'll add back lot premiums, and more than likely, like every other builder, we'll probably go up on price.
Right, as they start selling. I mean,
exactly.
It's just how it happens. So excellent. Well, thank you so much
for
joining me. Love it out here. Can't wait to see these start coming out of the ground here
Same
soon.
here.
And everyone, if you want more information on Hayes Park, please get in touch with me. I'll put all of my contact information below and right up here for you, and I'll get you in touch with Graham. We can come out and tour the properties and see if it is a right fit for you. So thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds
Maybe
good.
We'll do this once they come out of the ground.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Thanks, Bill.